Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean, and this is our nightly video report for Wednesday, July 13th, 2016. So really a nothing day today. And I wanted to go over just a few things, let's say the psychology of the of traders and stuff like that, because there's a lot of people that are just questioning this market's ever going to go down, blah, stuff to that extent. And yeah, it's frustrating. Everybody would like to have, gotten long for this, this entire move, but you're not going to catch every one of them. And I think I just always thought that the risk reward for jumping long wasn't there, and they end up pushing things higher. But the thing is that this kind of has to happen for this to happen. And what I mean by that is, we get these moves that go straight up and they don't have any breaks, and everybody has to become bullish because the majority is going to be wrong all the time. It's just the way things are. And, so we kind of need this kind of thing where this is the perfect example of what I was talking about, where we had a big drop and then we were heading higher. And believe it or not, this was one of Woody Dorsey's the first black hole that he ever did, and he predicted it all the way back in the August time frame, and we had a big drop and then came in, but the black hole wasn't set to hit until the October time frame. So even though all this was going on, you kind of had a very good idea that we had a big drop that was going to be pending. Well, we have the same type of thing going on, and being not everybody are members of Sentiment Timing, I'm not going to go over exact dates and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is that just keep this in mind right here, this move and this move, because this was the first black hole, and we actually have another black hole that's coming up, and I think it's going to just catch every single person by surprise, because everybody has to be bullish for these moves to happen, and everybody has to be bearish for these moves to happen. It's just the way that this say pendulum works, is that traders get bullish and bearish at the exact wrong times, and everybody was bearish down here, we had to jump up here. Now we've just had a majority of bullish sentiment readings, except for this drop right here, but that was gobbled back up, and now we've had another series of bullish sentiment readings. And so for the majority, everybody's bullish, and that opens up the door for this. Now, is it going to happen right here? Do they need to push higher? That's going to be up to the market. It's really hard to give exact let's say targets, because it's we're at new highs, and everybody, when we made this, I was hearing the same thing, like, what's the sense of selling, because we had there was no resistance. We are at new all-time highs, and then when we were here, everybody couldn't find a reason on why to buy, and then we saw this happen. So right now nobody sees any reason to sell. It's hard to give targets, because what is it? It's not like there's any resistance. What is going to cause this to drop? I have no idea. It's something it seems like the news always follows these types of things. But like I said, we need everybody bullish on the market and never looking down for the big moves to happen. And this did it. This really did get everybody bullish. And I like I've said, I have not seen a single newsletter that is bearish on this market. They're giving where you want to buy, and that's one of the biggest things that goes on with traders and the psychology of them, is because when they've been waiting to get in, remember, your normal trader, or let's say the majority, they capitulated down here, and what happens is they short it each way up, and then from there got just so frustrated that they closed their shorts, and now they're hearing the news that everybody thinks the market's going higher, it's never going to pull back, and what happens? They start buying, and then we get these moves where just any kind of dip should be bought because we're only heading higher. So when we do get the first drop, the reason how these moves start like that, how we get these big moves down, is that everybody's going to be buying the first dip. Because why? They've been trained to do that since February, just to buy every dip because we're heading up. So when they buy the first dip and all of a sudden it doesn't bounce back up again and we head back down again, Then they're going to buy their second dip here, and then we're going to get down to the panic line, which would be like right around that 1992 level, and they're going to buy their third phase there. And from that, when that doesn't hold, you're going to get this type of move where everybody capitulates, and when they capitulate, that's when you want to be looking to buy. But right now, it is really, really dangerous, and like I said, it's hard to give you an exact target as far as where it's going to reverse. But I would, if I know there's a lot of people saying just enjoy the ride and this and that, and I would throw up many, many red flags for that. Bearish divergences on the 60. Nothing really to go over on any of them. Bearish divergences on the 15-minute. We still have this bearish rising wedge. Just a target on this alone brings the S&P down to the 2054, 2026. So I guess really the best way to put it is I would be patient. I know I've been getting fan mails on how can I stay bearish, and the way that really my response back is this all happened in a matter of a few days. I mean, so now that everybody's bullish on the markets, trust me, that's the last thing I'm doing, because I know what's coming, and I'm gonna just prepare my portfolio for it to come, and probably make a small fortune when the big huge drop hits. So with that, enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.